Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of The Den, the show where I go on and on about the things that are on my mind. I'm your host, AccursedTigress, and let's get right into it, shall we? Let me get this out of the way first. I normally don't talk about things that go on in the anime community because I haven't watched anime since high school. I've been out of the loop since high school. I don't really like anime much anymore. I don't watch it anymore. And if I do, it's mostly for like nostalgia's sake. So I'll watch, say, the original Pokemon anime or Pokemon Johto or the Orange Islands or something. Or I'll just watch old episodes of DBZ every once in a while for shits and giggles, or let's see, or maybe go back to FMA every once in a while just to kind of get some nostalgia out of that. But anyway, aside from the occasional nostalgic watching, I'm not really all that into anime. So, so yeah, like I don't really know much about the anime community anymore. All I know is what it was like back in like '08 to 2013, and then after that, I just kind of fell off the map there. But anyway, yeah. Normally I don't talk about anime, but today I'm gonna have to because something has been on my mind for the past few days, and that is the case against Vic Mignogna. Or Dick Lasagna, depending on how you want to call him. um, but yeah, basically, in short, to keep the explanation short and sweet, um, Vic Mignogna has been accused of sexual harassment, which is unwanted kissing, unwanted butt touching. And by the way, among those among those accusations, which I'm going to be calling them true right now because so many of them have come out. But anyway, um among those sexual assault allegations are pedophilia accusations because surprise, every single girl he's done this to varied in age from, I'd say, I think 11 to 14 maybe, because that's like his like target audience for some reason. Like those are the people that are in his little fan clique. So yeah, like he's he has been touching the butts of minors. And not only that, but giving them unwanted kisses, unwanted physical contact. Like, okay. I really want to go over, like, some of the cases that have been brought to light. So I'm going to use this article from AnimeNewsNetwork.com because why not? It's an anime news website. So let me grab the first story. Jay was approximately 14 years old when she attended New York City Comic Con, or New York Comic Con, in 2014 and met Vic Mignogna. She described the encounter as really, really uncomfortable. She discussed how the voice actor put his hand underneath her zip up sweatshirt and on her waist for the initial photo. Then, thinking that the photo taking portion was done, she was surprised he kissed when he asked her to look toward the camera again. That's when he put his face close to hers and then kissed her. And there are 3 photos. I can't get them up on my PS4 because I haven't saved them. I'm doing this from my phone. But anyway, the next story is Taylor. This seems to be the only case where the person involved in the incident is not a minor. Taylor was 18 when she attended Kawasacon in Sandusky, Ohio in 2013. She was feeling ill when she got up that morning, but decided to still tag along with her friend to Mignogna's autograph line. She wasn't an avid fan of Vic Mignogna, but her friend was. So she went so her companion would get a second item signed. When it came to be their turn, Taylor said that Mignogna told her she was adorable. She didn't think much of the statement when he asked her if she wanted a photo. She thought, why not? He embraced her for a photograph. When the moment was over, Taylor said he hugged her and then proceeded to kiss her face. Onlookers cheered. Taylor, who identifies as queer, reiterated that she felt extremely nauseated and that the entire event felt gross when she thinks about it. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. Next one comes from Azure. Azure was 15 years old and presenting as female when he met Mignogna at an anime expo in 2006 in Anaheim, California. He was in the autograph line with a friend, also 15 years old, who had prepared a gift for Mignogna. Azure was dressed in cosplay, a cardboard version of Alphonse's armor from Fullmetal Alchemist. The two approached Mignogna, and Azure's friend joked that Azure's costume was sexy. Azure was surprised when Mignogna enthusiastically agreed. The group laughed it off and left the line. Later that day, they got an exclusive visit from Mignogna in the hallway. Oh boy. He chatted with the group, asked them how long they were visiting the con, and then mentioned his fan club. After making the group swear they wouldn't share it, Vic Mignogna gave them his personal cell phone number. Azure wrote it down in his Paris Hilton diary when he arrived home from Anaheim. A reverse phone records search shows that the number Azure provided belonged to Mignogna until at least 2016. Oh boy. He and his friends would share several group phone calls with Mignogna. Azure said at the time it felt validating and cool that he was giving us the time of day and attention. According to his account, the friends and Mignogna mostly discussed voice acting, and the teens would request him to repeat lines, similar to the first time Mignogna approached the friends. Azure said he often posted them, Azure says he often pushed for them to join his fan club, to the point that Azure became uncomfortable. He also noticed that Mignogna never brought up the group's parents or whether he had permission to be chatting privately with a 45-year-old man. And there's also the whole incident with former members of the Resin Bull Rangers, which is Vic's little fan clique. Let's see if I can find that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find that. Well, that's all I could find for right now, but I've seen stories of Vic's behavior, and I've seen through YouTube, I've seen this behavior. I've seen him kissing underage girls. I've seen him moving for an ass grab in those videos. Some of them probably aren't around anymore, but I have the feeling that a good chunk of them are. And there's also the case of Vic Mignogna is a homophobe, which involves Vic Mignogna very rudely refusing to sign a yaoi doujinshi with Edward and Roy in it. So he refused to sign it. And apparently he said something along the lines of, oh, like, I'm not gonna sign something for a bunch of queers. Like, and not a lot of people even know about this next part, but even a lot of voice actors in the industry do not like him. He is notoriously self-absorbed, notoriously hard to work with. He is constantly pushing his religion on other people. And as somebody who does not partake in the Christian faith, that if he did that to me, that would piss me off greatly. But yeah, he's been pushing his religion on other people. He even, like, convinced an entire, or almost an entire church of people, like, at a church, like, it was either next door or across the road from the convention center at the time. He convinced these people to come to the convention and to try to convert people to Christianity. I'm not even kidding about that. That shit's ridiculous. Vic, we get it. You're a Christian. Shut the fuck up. We don't give a shit. Please. Okay. Okay, I'm not Christian, but even I can tell you, any good Christian or any good religious person wouldn't be forcing people to convert to your religion. Okay? If you want people to come to your side of the religious tracks, don't shove it down their throats. Because if anything, that's just going to repel and repulse them. Alright? Why am I giving him tips? But anyway, yeah. My personal feelings on this matter, I think Vic needs to be let go from the VA industry. He needs to be let go from the anime industry, from the video games industry if he's in any video games. I don't even fucking know anymore. He needs to be let go from the business. He needs to be let go. Funimation needs to fire him. He needs to go to prison. He needs to spend some time thinking about what he did. He needs to fucking realize that what he's doing is gross and disturbing and disgusting. And he needs to stop being a dick. And also, I used to look up to Vic. Back when I was a dumb, stupid kid of 13 years old, I looked up to him, and I thought he was an amazing individual. I didn't even, like, whenever I would watch videos of various panels, whether that be from Otacon, or Katsucon, or Momocon, I really didn't, like, think anything of his preachy ways. And yes, for those of you who have never watched one con panel with Vic in it, he gets really preachy to the point where it goes over time. Each con has a time frame, and he tends to speak right over that fucking line. And when people rush him, and apparently another thing, when people rush him to finish up because it's time for another panel to come into the room, he pitches an ungodly fit. Instead of being like, oh, whoops, silly me, okay, time to go, He's like, no, do you know who I am? By the way, he's fucking done that before. He's like, do you know who I am? I am Vic Mignogna. He has pulled that fucking diva card, and it... I don't know whether to laugh or cry at that fact. It's fucking insane. Anyway, I guess that's about all I can say on this topic, really. Again, I've been out of the anime community for, like, 5 years at this point, so, I mean... But yeah, anyway, I commend Rooster Teeth for dropping him. I do. I greatly commend them for dropping Vic from RWBY. Because this man, this whatever the fuck he is, does not deserve a career in the voice acting industry if he is not going to behave civilly, if he is not going, like, if he continues to behave like the predator he is, then he needs to be booted from the industry. And he needs to be booted now. Okay? If Vic Mignogna keeps exploiting his fans' naivete for an ass grab, then he needs to leave. He does not need to be part of the voice acting industry. He does not need to be a part of the anime industry or the video game industry. He doesn't deserve the job that he has. And I know what you're thinking, Accursed, you're blowing this up like it's like you're blowing this way out of proportion. No, I'm not. First, it all starts with the ass grabs and the unwanted affection and the unwanted kisses. But then it gets worse from there. It will get worse from there. One day there will be a report. If Vic is allowed to continue working in the VA industry and exploiting his fans like this, there's going to be a news story breaking some odd years down the line that says a child was taken advantage of sexually by Vic. And I don't want to see that headline in a few years. I don't. So we need to stomp him out of the industry now, before it's too late, before somebody gets hurt. Okay? Because if this is allowed to continue, it's only going to get worse. Oh. Alright. That is it for this episode of The Den. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant, I guess, about Vic Mignogna and the bullshit that's been going on that he's been causing. If you liked this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling generous, and as always, this has been AccursedTigress, your very angry tiger. And I will see you guys in the next round. Peace.